It kills me every damn time.
That donkey is my running mate for next
Yeah,
time. It
that
really
that
is, because
he
Bigfoot never
is.
showed.
No, no. I mean, but you haven't met Valhalla, so
That is true. I have never seen Bigfoot or Valhalla,
in the
in the
same
same room
place.
at the same time. I think we have figured it out.
Oh my gosh. So a curious question. Do you like religion, Mo? Do you want to find Jesus?
Well, I mean, as everyone knows, I wanted to be a faith healer when I grew up, mostly because I thought assaulting people and making them pass out, for my personal amusement and not getting put in prison was hilarious. Now, when I put out in that fashion, because you know me, I would of course put it out in that fashion. My mom was like, "I don't think I put you in enough therapy as a child." And I was like, Mom, think about it. I'm thinking about assaulting people, but I'm not I'm purposely going out of my way to not embarrass you by getting imprisoned for it. And I'd have a tax, free sort of exemption.
Well, how would you like to just crank out about 40 grand in one night?
Well, considering what I have cranked out, six children has cost me 40 grand in a night. I'd much rather reverse the process. Is this like a water into wine thing? Because I do love my children, but
Oh, it is. It is totally water into wine. We're talking about the
woo.
Reverend Sap.
A
Hmm.
thousand people giving what I'm about to challenge will be $20,000. 1,000 people giving what I'm about to challenge you all to do will be $20,000. Now, for those of us who are on the
Is that
dais,
sweat
I'm taking you
or did
higher.
he
Just
just
put it back.
baptize
Yeah, it's sweat.
someone? Oh, oh, Jeebus.
I'm a strong believer that leaders lead not only in time, not only in talent, but also in treasure.
So he's
Leaders
putting
lead
his money
in
in?
time,
Oh,
talent,
just watch.
and treasure.
This gets good.
I was taught a long time ago that it costs to sit up here. Y'all don't like me. Y'all don't like me. Yeah, I'm telling y'all it costs. I went upstairs today to get my license and ordination renewed.
It gets good. It gets better.
I don't mind telling you, I was 2 years behind. I had to pay $2,000 to get my ordination and my licensing renewed. I pulled out my credit card. I paid my $2,000. How in the world I'm going to preach up here and not lead by
Just
example?
watch. Just watch. It's getting better.
I mean, this sounds like when I tell Mr. Moe that his eyes are deceiving him. He does not, in fact, see new craft kits. This is, in fact, craft kits that he has seen for years and he is just oblivious to. Now, the only problem with that is, well, why are they out of the box when we've moved all of your craft stuff and you can't get to that box? And I'm like, how dare you, how dare you not assume I'm flexible? I could have gone back there. Oh, you're assuming
Hmm.
I'm not flexible. And he's like, well, facts haven't been in evidence lately. And I was like, oh, damn. I was like, well, I guess you wanted to die.
Uh, yeah. This
I was
gets
like,
better.
wow, someone's gotten mouthy. He was sweating like this pastor. He was like, I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
baby, I love you.
Well, he just spent like 3 hours and 32 minutes up here, singing and preaching and raising the roof off. Oh, and Karen, yes, I do. Stay tuned. I'll have it posted up possibly today on my channel. I do have a PO box. I just haven't touched it in a couple of days, and of course I've been busy doing a million other things. So yes, I do have an address you can mail things to, but I'll post it up there because I don't have it off the top of my head. It's a PO box, but
I do
you'll
like
you'll
how
see it
this
come
man of God
popping up.
is like, so not only the dangers of credit cards, but I was 2 years in arrears because, that render under Caesar thing. Not
Hmm.
a fan. But then he's like, and I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. I mean,
Yeah,
the sermons that were kind of confusing. I mean, that being said, my pastor never gets that sweaty, so
yeah,
there
yeah.
you go.
He's in like Armani suits. He's got a and like a $30,000 piece of gold wrapped around his wrist. He's got about one hundred
Oh
and twenty
yeah.
thousand dollars wrapped around his other wrist. Another 50,000 wrapped around his neck. Yeah, and he's like you got to raise me some monies.
And a hairline that
He asked me to
is
give
encouraged to not be back here anymore.
$800.
Mm-hmm.
Went in my pocket, gave $800. Because leadership lead and they understand the cost that is involved.
That's a diamond studded watch
There's
too.
1,000 of you. I said close them doors.
Oh
Ushers,
hell, he's
close the
not gonna let
doors.
him out.
Close the
Yeah.
doors.
Shit.
Close the doors. We all
Some of
gonna
y'all
leave
better
together.
run.
Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online.
What's this?
This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed.
Yeah.
I just think $20 is a lot of money. $20, believe it or not, when my late wife Melinda P. Sapp was alive, was a good date. I could take her to the movies, buy a box of popcorn, get one soda, 2 straws. I wasn't cheap, that's swag. I was looking in her eyes, she's looking in mine.
Yeah.
Can't do that no more.
You're married. Why are you getting another?
Now, everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100.
Oh
Because
yeah.
again, it costs to sit up here.
If any
got
of
you.
you are
They're
feeling
looking
the
at their
need to
wallets.
seed my pastor, I have what is called a for-profit charity, and 100% of all donations to Mo's house goes directly to Mo's house. I am, in fact,
Yes.
more honest than the government, more honest than this pastor, and, well, frankly, more honest than anyone on television. My 100% for-profit charity, Mo's house, goes directly to Mo's house. And
Speaking of,
if just 10 of you would give me $100, I would have $100 from 10 people.
I know. I can do some math. Just say those were the back of the clothes.
Look at some of the people
Oh,
not making direct eye contact with him. Like, I ain't even want to come
I
today. Like, I didn't have
no.
$20. Like, dude didn't tell me to have a $200 come up here and sit in my nice church outfit.
Let's go. Money, nothing less than money. Look at that. See, we already got Buck naked. He convinced me. This must be subliminal. Oh yeah, if every single one of you throw in $20. I got $20. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Buck naked. Oh, that's awesome. It's totally
He is
subliminal.
giving
It's
me
totally,
some ideas about grifting. Like,
yeah.
it cost to do this up here. No, I see 50 people in the live chat, and if just 50 of you would give me 50 cents, that would be some more money than I can do math for.
I need you to seed me. Well, you better get ready for me to.
Yeah, it's not even our first date, and I don't think I can seed him nothing.
Well, he got lambasted for this. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. Mo, fuck you, man.
All right, well, gonna have to find my gold chain somewhere.
Oh, that's what I need, though. I need some like gold chains, man. We get
I
some
always
gold
felt closer
chains.
to God when I was in, my rock aware.
So he got lambasted. It was Marvin Sapp wants $40,000 in donation from church convention. Now, in 2024, July of 2024, he was preaching at the 109th Pentecostal Assemblies. Towards the end, Sapp goes on to talk about paying $2,000 to get his ordination. And he goes on, we saw all of that, but this is the internet reactions to Marvin Sharp. Guys like LMAFO. Marvin Sapp ain't been wrapped too tight, so I'm not surprised that he held that hungry congregation hostage until they gave 40,000. Never would have paid it. Marvin Sapp was on a tiny desk with full Louis Vuitton outfit on. Maybe you should stop buying luxury goods and put that back in your church instead of holding your members for ransom. Marvin Sapp, if you're watching online, I need to give you $20. Me. Marvin Sapp, locus on church to raise 40K. Me calls 911, stands up in the crowd talking over Marvin Sapp. Yes, police. Marvin Sapp is holding 3,000 people hostage at his church for $40,000. Send help. Marvin Sapp was out of order. I would have immediately dialed 911 as I walked towards the exit. You gonna open these doors or you're catching a false imprisonment charge. Oh my God. And they just lambasted him over this crap because you don't
Well,
do that.
no, I mean, every churchgoer knows that November is tithing month. And you are going to hear all about how, the Lord is able to do miraculous works. Only if you give your 10% gross, not net, assholes. I'm looking at you in the back.
Right
You
there.
know, pastors over here like, we have your W-2s. I would like to go over the Jennings. Your 10% would be right here. Now, I
Well,
noticed that you claimed it on your donations for the government, but we
mhm.
ain't seen hide nor chair over here, so perhaps you could explain to the front of the congregation.
Yes, I have my favorites. This man needs a towel. Well, if you need a towel, it might be for a different reason. I don't know if I want to get into that one. It wasn't kidnapping, it was aggressive thinking for Jesus. Tithing for Jesus. Oh, and we have this from Mo right here.
Well, good for her. I mean, she does not look like she is holding him captive, and that he wouldn't rather date his mother or any grandmother figure. I mean, there you go.
There's
But
something wrong
age,
with this guy.
yeah, he's dating his grandma. There's deep-seated psychological. I mean, even Norman Bates stopped with his mom.
True, true.
He wasn't like Edith. Edith, that damn Norma stole from you.
Oh,
Age
oh,
is really just a number. When it comes to love, does an age gap really matter? Yes, it does. When you say, I'd like two for the matinee, please, one senior and one child, that is gross.
that
Now,
is so
the
gross.
universe brought Christine Haycock's 74 and Hamzi Dreidel 40 together 7 years ago when the two met during an online English language course. I mean, you can't make this shit up.
No, no,
She taught him how to do English. And and instead of thinking, man,
uh,
can I have a Werther's Originals from you? He thought, gosh, I'd love to see you naked.
yeah. Here's English for you. And no, I'm just gonna go get me naked.
Now, in 2018, the young man, Hamza, responded to a Facebook ad that Haycox, a UK native, had posted offering to teach English to foreigners. It
Oh,
was both a May December and Ebony and Ivory relationship.
oh,
And
oh.
he's passing her notes. Do you think the teacher's hot? And she's like, yes, I do. Thank you, sweetie. You. From there, you could say the rest is history because the couple described their initial virtual. Oh, dear God, it was a virtual. It was a Zoom meeting of love.
Oh, oh. Baby, you sure do look good.
You can't even see my boobs. I haven't gotten the wide angle camera, but let me see if I can shuffle it around. Well, those are a lot closer to the floor than I originally thought, but thanks.
uh, no, no,
It was a
no.
virtual meeting. What is going
She
on?
she was teaching all the dirty words.
Oh no. No, no. Here
Oh,
she is, the
oh.
blushing bride.
The blushing bride. Is that a mattress on the floor?
Look, of all the weird things in this article, I wasn't going to ask why the mattress was on the floor. I assumed that this was from his basement, and his mom wouldn't let him buy a box spring. After only knowing each other for a short period of time, Haycox booked a one-way ticket to uh, Tunisia, a country in North Africa where her beau lived, and never looked back. 2 years later, in 2020, they said, I do. Okay, but quick question. If your Diamond Jubilee birthday comes before your first wedding anniversary, which one do you celebrate? Like, is he obligated to get you diamonds, or can he go with paper, which is the first anniversary?
Yeah, that would be a question. That would be a serious good question. What would you prefer? I think she would prefer the diamonds, but
I
it's
mean,
love.
would getting her a burial plot for her anniversary be kind of practicality or romantic if
Oh,
it's a couple's plot? Like, once I get done with my second marriage and having children, I will definitely come back and be buried next to you. We took so long to marry because it took that long to get all the paperwork from England. Probably with everyone asking you, ma'am, are you getting scammed? You know, you don't actually have to marry the Kenyan prince to get the money, right? Because there's no money. Like, every single one of her family members were like, Grandma, seriously?
seriously, Grandma.
Now, eventually, a year later, Haycox converted to Islam for her husband. Of course. He says that Christine is a lovely wife. She is my queen. Yes, but Dowager Empress is not the same thing as your queen. Uh, Now, Haycox was previously married for 30 years before she and her ex-spouse got divorced in 2003. She does have a son and daughter and is a grandmother to two grandchildren. So, how do her children feel about, granddad, or I'm sorry, stepdad who's younger than them?
Oh,
Uh, they see how happy I am. My friends have all been amazing. Hamza speaks to my friends all the time. Interesting how you've mentioned your friends but said nothing about your children.
yeah, yeah. What about those children?
Oh
Yeah.
God. And when it comes to intimacy, there's no stopping these newlyweds.
Uh,
Well, if you need birth control, I think we found it. Just flash a picture of this and say they do it all the time. And I don't think any of our teen youth would have sex ever again. He's a hot blooded Tunisian, so we have smecks more than most. With each other? In
um,
the same room? Are you sure about that, ma'am? Uh, we've had some horrible emails and Facebook messages. Well, I can't imagine, probably all from people like me.
mm, mm,
People say he wants your money, but I don't have lots of money because I'm just an ordinary teacher. Or he wants that visa, but he's so family oriented. He would never move away from them. So he would never want to move away from his family, but their couple's goal is to get him a visa so that the couple can eventually relocate to the UK.
no. Can I just say no?
Ma'am, he's not
No.
that into you.
Oh,
Also, who does a selfie in their like honeymoon suite with their grandma?
bed on the floor.
I love he's like, I was romantic. I did all the flower petals. And she's like, why is
Just
the mattress on the floor? He's like, damn you, woman. I'm trying.
Lesko says, does the pension have survivorship benefits? Asking for a friend.
It was just, why, ma'am, come on now. Not to mention his family. So in a highly Islamic culture, his family is not going to appreciate that he is consigning himself to never having any heirs,
No, that
unless they
that.
kind of were just happy he was marrying a woman.
Are you sure it's a woman? I mean, just saying.
Um,
Oh, an
I mean,
online English language course. It's just like, good Lord. Good Lord.
they can hire a surrogate. No, do not bring a child into this, whatever this is.
Yeah. No. No. Well, she has all her teeth. They might be plastic, but she has.
She paid good money for them. Those are hers, damn it.
Uh, she just pops them teeth out and goes to town. I've
Y'all,
got
I
one
didn't
for
even.
you right here.
Oh,
You
good.
got to
You
see
go, because
this.
this next one's a little bit more serious. Because I did want to ask you, Shizzy, was this the only bagpiper in Georgia? Because the the headline does say like Georgia bagpiper, and I'm assuming he's the only one in Georgia. I didn't feel
Oh,
like you guys were very famous for bagpipers.
no, no, but we are famous
So,
for stuff like this.
oh, this is going badly. Oh, oh, oh shit.
Oh.
You are uncanny capable. Why are you doing that?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
No. Oh, oh God, no.
Oh no! Oh no!
You know, that was about as graceful as I've.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dodge.
A bit of salt in it. And then you have to mix it really.
Hit the brakes! Hit the brakes! Hit the brakes! Hit the
Well,
brakes!
because it's a toe brake.
Oh.
Look, you can't trust toe brakes.
No!
Oh hell, they are never getting up again.
It's hard.
No, no.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Shit!
oh, ouch. Little people.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, shit. He's out. Nope, nope, nope.
no.
Oh, oh.
No, don't do it, ma'am. Oh God, no. Well,
Yeah.
okay, you know when we wake up in the morning and we're like, why in the hell do we hurt so bad? Well, I'm seeing as how there are a lot of men folk in here and how y'all just cannot seem to not do stuff that is, well, just special. Although
Yeah.
drunken women hold our beer because apparently we decide we can do handstands. But I think I figured out the loci for the reasons we all hurt in the morning. You know, when we
This
wake
is
up and we're
good.
like, gosh, we just slept.
Yeah. How come my
This
back
is
hurts?
residual trauma. Oh, Grim, oh, Ted. Don't try to save him, man.
Don't like cricket.
Oh, no, stop.
Oh, that look is just glorious. I'm sorry. I had to show something like that this morning because that's what I do. But I do have one that's one more better. I do have one that's one more better. And this one is for Baker.
I'm a little present of a car that I can drive.
There is no world that I want to be a part of that doesn't find that funny. So if you don't like that, then move to Arizona and rid us of your presence so that we might laugh at funny things.
Well, before we get into the bagpipe story, we've got to share this one. Viral Georgia sorority girl with a glamour mugshot is arrested again. Lily Stewart, University of Georgia sophomore, was arrested for the second time in a month. Her latest arrest involved charges of loitering, prowling, obstructing a law enforcement officer, both misdemeanors. Stewart was released from jail on Sunday after posting a $4,600 bond. Her first arrest occurred on March 8th for speeding, with two separate incidents of
Shizzy,
exceeding
go
speed
back up
limits.
to that photo. That is a terrifying face. Like, I don't know why people find that attractive. That is like, I have boiled your bunny. I'm wearing the skull of your mom as
Yes.
a hat, and we're getting married. I mean,
Yes.
that is more like hide the cutlery and make sure this bitch only knows macrame.
Yes. She is just like, her eyes are scary, just like, yes, I will make you my daddy.
Yes. She's like, there is no Dana here, only Zool.
She was first opened to locked at Tate Center door, seen on camera pulling it open without scanning a key card. After spotting officers, she fled the scene and hid behind a wall, intentionally avoiding police detection. Upon being found, Stewart admitted responsibility, stating, "Truly, that was actually my fault," and explained she fled because she was out on bond and didn't want to get caught. Unlike the others in the group, Stewart did not exhibit signs of alcohol consumption, and no fraudulent ID or contraband was found on her. Stewart is now charged with loitering and prowling, obstructing a law enforcement officer, and a misdemeanor. All four individuals were arrested. But digging deeper, this wasn't Stewart's first time behind bars. She was first arrested March 8th for speeding in excess of maximum limits. The Georgia State Police say she was caught doing 79 in a 55. She was issued a citation. Just minutes later, GSP, which is Georgia State Patrol, pulled her over again, this time going 84 miles an hour. Her smiling mugshot instantly went viral, receiving a mixed bag of comments like, "Got clock speeding through my mind," and "Let's not romanticize this."
I just, I don't. You were given a warning. Your boobs and, that crazy ass smile got you away with trouble once. And then you're like, tee hee, I'm going to go 84 in a 55. Because I bet
Yes.
those cops aren't going to be right behind me again.
No, no, you don't do this. When are people going to learn that okay, you got pulled over for speeding. So what do? You don't speed again. That's not what you do. That is not what you do at all.
I mean,
All right.
all right, so a Georgia bagpiper dies in Hawaii. Who's going to play at his funeral?
Oh no. Oh
Days
no.
before his missing son's skeletal remains were found in his backyard treehouse. So, I mean,
Wait a second. He's in a backyard treehouse?
no, his son's skeletal remains. So he had a son that was missing for a long time. So he's
Oh,
like, "Oh, I'm going to Hawaii." And
wait a second. So
this,
his son was missing for a long time and he didn't think to check in the backyard treehouse?
I'm guessing he might have put him in the backyard treehouse.
Oh.
So family members of a missing Georgia man discovered his skeletal remains inside a treehouse in his father's backyard as they were settling affairs of his estate following his death. So, Henry France Jr., 74, was known for his playing of bagpipes in the Atlanta area. He'd passed away during a scuba diving accident in Hawaii on March 10th. Now, on March 16th, France Jr.'s family went to his Decatur home located 15 miles outside of Atlanta to finalize his affairs when they made a disturbing discovery of human remains inside a treehouse built on his property. Now, let's see here. So the remains
Wow.
belonged to her missing daughter, so the daughter uh, of the bagpiper, Henry Doyle Colin France, who went missing over 4 years ago when he was 28 years old. He left home one day and apparently came back. Rebecca France Culpepper told the outlet. Now, the DeKalb medical examiner is currently investigating what caused Henry's death, but told Culpepper that they don't expect foul play was involved. Yeah.
Hey Mo. Chat's saying you're muffled or your volume is down.
Oh, okie dokie. No,
Could
not that button. I love that. That's what I'm doing.
could be your microphone.
It could be. Let's see. It should be on axis and all the carotid and carotenoid and.
Well, it's just too far away from your mouth, I think. Now you're muted. You're muted. Okay. It's still muted.
It never fails. Okay, so in Gem, who cursed this family? Well, obviously they went on the very Brady Hawaiian vacation, and they never took the totem back.
Oh,
So now France, the father of four who had lived there since the 2018 death of his second or 2018 death of his second wife, was known to live a very active lifestyle. So they're not quite sure why this body is in his backyard. So maybe he had nothing, whatsoever to do with it, but it does seem a little weird that, someone's body's just in a treehouse.
Yeah, what's that smell coming out of my backyard?
Well, yeah.
Just
Also, how
saying.
many bar mitzvah and bat mitzvahs are happening in DeKalb, Georgia, that you need a bagpiper to? Because they're like everyone was loving his bagpipe, at funerals, bat mitzvahs, birthday parties, St.
Oh my
Patrick's
gosh.
Day. Like he'll be missed in the piping community in Atlanta and other places. Local, pipe fitters UAW 304 comes out for his funeral.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
uh, you know, I just didn't think that there was that big of a bagpiping community down in Atlanta, Georgia. But
No, I mean, my wife and I, we went to Scotland, and one of the places we stayed, they had a bagpiper that would come out there and like play the bagpipes at night. And I don't think I can't remember if he did in the morning, but at night he would play the bagpipes, sort of like as a reveille kind of thing. It was pretty cool.
oh,
Yeah.
if it were just a slightly different tonal quality, I think we could all like the bagpipes. But there's just
Yeah.
that frequency.
It was that constant frequency that will drive you nuts. Now, this is going to make you laugh, Mo.
Oh, goodness.
Word Scrabble.
Look, to be fair, we would have shut down that app because my son would be like, I have an idea. And I'd be like, whatever you're about to say, the answer is no. And he's like, Mom, I was just going to say a ginger like your hair. I was like, yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
assumed. And we don't take for redhead discrimination around here.
Oh God. Oh God. So I know that you probably heard about this. Okay. The top MS-13 gang leader was arrested in Woodbridge, Virginia.
I didn't know Hillary lived there anymore. Come on, she has started looking like Kim Jong Un, so I was only hoping that she was a leader of a gang.
Well, it was Prince William County, Virginia. U.S. authorities have arrested one of the top leaders of MS-13 gang in the country. The FBI announced Thursday. The 24 years old, and he's like a top leader of the gang. Okay, just south of Washington, D.C., officials confirmed he is among the top three leaders of the gang in the United States. What we know is the arrest was a joint effort, and according to United States Attorney General Pam Bondi, the operation included FBI, the ATF, ICE, and the Virginia State Police. What they're saying is officials discussed the details of the arrest on Thursday morning at a press conference, FBI headquarters at Prince William County, Virginia. Uh, AG Bondi shared officials. Okay. Why would she be sharing official? We have been working on this operation for days and weeks. The suspect apprehended was the top leader, MS-13 for the U.S. He's illegal from El Salvador, and he will not be living in our country much longer. According to
Oh no.
Glenn Youngkin, the arrest took place in Dale City on Thursday morning. It's time to recognize that Virginia is not a sanctuary state. And they just they said Youngkin threatened state funding over immigration laws, and President Trump, of course, made a response. Great job by Pam Bondi, Cash Patel, Tom Holman, and Christy Ann on the capture of MS-13 leader. A big deal. He wrote it on social media. The Trump administration has deported several top members of MS-13 to El Salvador for incarceration. It's a developing story that will be updated, of course. Could you
Yeah, I
imagine?
mean, I don't know how you would put that on your LinkedIn. Do you like put like head shot collar or like what do you I mean, at 24, I don't know that I'd be ahead of any, affiliated. I think there was it the Jets or the Sharks. I'm not really good at snapping, so
Yeah.
I was.
So I have a question for you, Mo. How many like um laymen do you know? Like we're talking about, that give hand job. I mean, do hand jobs. Okay. This next one
Construction
is
keeper?
this one's
A fair
specifically for
few.
you.
Mr. Mo
This one's
is
specifically for you.
doing some.
You're gonna like this.
Yes, sir. I was calling about the guy you sent over here. Yeah, he got my water fixed in like 45 minutes and still charged me $600. I can't believe he got done that fast and still charging me that kind of money. But yeah, you ain't paying for how fast he gets done. You're paying for the experience he has. Is your water working? Yeah, water's working good. I don't see the problem. Did he stay within the estimate he gave you? Yeah, he was within the estimate. Sounds like to me you're mad because he's good at his job. Yesterday when you called, you seemed like you was anxious to get your water cut back on and everything. And today you mad because he got your water cut back on faster. If you want to feel like you're getting your money's worth, I can have him come back out there and cut your water off for like 4 more hours. If that'll make you feel better. Is that what you want me to do? No, I don't think that's necessary. I was just trying to understand it. Didn't add up. Hey buddy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry we got your water cut back on so quick. Next time we'll drag ass. Not then.
But it's
That'd
so
be
true.
insane.
I mean, people get so upset whenever, oh, I got charged this amount. They don't understand that these fine folks have had a lot to do. I mean, it's a skill that gets them in there and out of there really quick because they get paid by the job, the billable hour.
Yeah.
So I mean, and this is something people didn't understand when I was a mechanic. It was just like, guys would take it would, it was what, 8 hour or something. It was 8 hour to replace an engine on a Honda. Well, if you can knock it out, well, maybe it was like 12, something like that. But if you could knock it out in 4 hours, then that means that you can move on to the next one and the next one
Yeah.
and the next one. We had one guy that he was so good at replacing engines that he finished off, I think it was 5 cars in a 12-hour workday.
Oh, wow.
Like he was knocking these things out. I mean, it was like this car would come in. He had 3 bays that he was working off of because it was just there was nobody was in that part of the shop. We had 2 separate shops, and he was like in this old shop, and he would put one up, he'd start pulling it apart, he'd go and pull the next one up, start pulling it apart, waiting on the parts to come to him. And while he's waiting, he's just cranking these things out. Just, it's like you got these bolts that have to come off, these bolts that have to come off, drop the engine down, strip it apart, pull the head off, put it on the new engine block, swap it out, put it back in there, and away you go. And I mean, that's skill. Or,
Well, yeah. And I think this shows a real departure from, again, the intellectual trades where a billable hour is a billable hour versus these hands-on trades that your skill becomes you can have, oh, I've got a job here, but I know I can knock out in 4 hours. I'll say 6 just to pad it, just in case I run into problems, but I
right.
got 4 hours, and then you can get another 4-hour job.
Yeah.
It's what people don't understand who have never had to work these kind of jobs that really get confused about that whole, it only took them such and such. I mean, and if you know these things and if you're going to be irritated, do most of the tear out before they get there. I mean, if you want to
Yeah.
be a pain in the ass and, go directly with billable hours, then have all that stuff, figured out. We're going to get a new tub installed. We'll have
Yeah.
all of that, torn out. So all of these people basically have to do is put in the tub. We
Yeah.
don't want them doing anything else.
Just
Just
put
get
in
the
the
tub
tub. We're
in.
going to tile it. We're going to put
Yeah.
in all the waterproofing and everything. You guys, all you got to do is just put in the damn tub.
Yeah. So there's
J,
your
J
thing.
Hip,
Either,
J Hip is late getting here. No, you're not late, brother. You're here when you were supposed to be here. I would
you're
expect
like a
you.
wizard.
Yes. we, we had fun the other day on his channel. If you guys hadn't subbed up J Hip, go check him out. He's fun. He's definitely got some good humor there. All right, what do we got here? Oh yeah,
Well,
pressure.
yeah, so if you guys remember, our smooth criminal over here who decided to swallow, all of the jewels that he got from his erstwhile heist, well, he has finally given those jewels back. They have finally made an appearance. Now, my question is for Tiffany. Now, I don't know who's going to be in the market for a poo diamond, but I'm willing to give you at least $20. So, we'll start the bid in there. 2 weeks after convicted thief allegedly swallowed valuable diamonds stolen from Tiffany and Company, the hospitalized suspect finally passed the $770,000 worth of gems lodged in his stomach, the smoking gun has learned. Now, following his arrest last month, Jathan Glider, 32, was admitted to an Orlando, Florida hospital to await the expulsion of the jewelry. Quote, we are unable to state which medical facility due to security reasons, a spokesperson for Orange County Corrections Department said. However, there are 2 officers with him at all times. Now, in response to the repeated the smoking gun inquiries about Glider regarding his health and whereabouts, the Orlando Public Department Information Office initially said that it had no further information to share at this time. Now, he was pictured at his hospital bed. Now, on March 10th, Glider passed 3 of the 4 Tiffany earrings seen above. The final Tiffany piece was expelled on March the 12th.
He tried to
It
eat
was a
it again.
Lenten miracle.
He tried to eat it again. He was like, I'm giving up diamonds for for Lent. He gave up diamonds for Lent. Just think. Just think.
Now, Glider passed 2 unidentified earrings, though it is unclear when those items were consumed. Court filings only offered a vague reference to Glider's status. Records contained handwritten notations like at the hospital or outside medical on defendant signature lines of a circuit court document with the words unable to sign are printed. Now, a February 28th arrest warrant was served to Glider at, Advent Health Orlando. Glider was arrested on the 26th, about 6 hours after he had allegedly bolted from the Tiffany store in Orlando with 2 sets of solitaire earrings valued at $769,000 thereabouts. Now, he said that he was a representative for some sort of NBA player, and he was
Yep.
ushered into a private room. Now, Shizzy, you think you'd have to like give your ID to someone? Like, okay, you're going into this back room to look at this real expensive, fancy stuff.
Well,
Here's
no.
your
Well, because they think that that's secure, and from what my recollection, because we covered this a couple Fridays ago,
yes,
my recollection is he went in there and it was just like I'm looking for these diamond rings for blah blah blah, and he sits down and they bring him these out in a secure room, and then he like kicked the door down in the room and like ran. Like he destroyed
yeah.
the room, escaping after he swallowed the diamonds, and was
True.
and then went on the run. Then they caught him.
Well, he did manage to leave the price tags on, or he did take them off before he, ate them, so he didn't have to pass the tags as well.
Oh well, yeah, those are valuable tags.
While a search of Glider's SUV did not turn up the jewelry, cops found a variety of incriminating evidence, including price tags, one for $609,500 and another for $160,000 that matched the exact cost of the earring sets that were stolen from Tiffany. Of
Go figure.
all the what a coinkydink. Now,
I guess he had something else in mind when he said breakfast at Tiffany's.
yes, but this isn't. So this man has apparently been on just a robbery-a-palooza for the last several years. Glider was convicted in numerous smash and grab robberies committed in Texas in 2021 to 2022. He would use a hammer to break display glass at pawn shops, stealing more than $400,000 in aggregate. He took jewelry, watches, medals, that kind of thing. He also, tried to steal a car in his. Well, he did get shot, which was, I mean, you do this in Texas. What do you expect? He got shot at. He was
Yeah.
not, shot. Oh no, he was shot in the back. Never mind.
Yeah.
He's casually just walking into the ER. I don't even know what happened, Your Honor.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I'm starting to
Now,
lose blood, not feeling so well. I can't figure out what happened. Felt like a dog bit me or something.
following his arrest while in custody at a Colorado hospital after being shot in the back by a jewelry store owner, Glider was somehow able to free himself from handcuffs and climb into the ceiling of the hospital room in a failed escape attempt. I mean, this man,
Oh, oh,
he's like, I am
oh.
going to escape.
I'm
And
gonna escape from this here place.
not knowing, see, this is what happens when you don't have a construction background. You don't realize that those are drop ceilings. They're not going to support your weight. You have to go on the grid, on top. I mean, it
Yeah.
really does hamper your escaping skills.
Yeah, and most of those have like a solid wall that goes up really to the ceiling. You know?
Who would have thunk
Uh
it?
who would have thunk it? Mm.
Who has thought of this? Now, this has to be a sign of the end times. I refuse to think that anyone thought this was a good idea.
That is so creepy. But I got to show this to you because you're talking about babies, right? Well,
Yes.
we have babies here.
Okay.
Move back, dang. If y'all put some sanitizer on y'all hand, y'all can hold my baby. But here he go right here. Ain't he cute? What his name is, girl? He looks just like got you. Marcus toes. It is so cute.
That baby is ugly as hell. Why is white like that?
Javante!
She's black. Uncle Marcus black as hell. Why the baby white?
He not white, Titi baby. He just light skinned. Y'all know my great grandpa was mixed with some Indian. We had Indian all up in our family.
This little white baby got lice too.
Boy, that baby ain't white. That's your little cousin. Oh, here come Marcus.
TT, you shouldn't show baby because the show don't look like you are Uncle Marcus. It's still cute though. It just smell like a wet dog. Oh, Uncle Marcus, that's your little twin right there.
Marcus, this your son, Marcus Jr.
Huh? Keisha, you really playing in my face right now.
Marcus, don't say that. He probably got albinism or something. No. Hell no. That ain't my baby. Are you serious, Marcus? This baby look just like you. Like who? You better take that damn baby back to the hospital. Quit playing with me. Really? So you gonna walk off? Marcus, come back. Little girl, quit playing with me. Cause you really playing with your life right now. And I ain't finna sit up here and play with you. This is your baby now. Put you on child support.
Disney, I would watch the hell out of that movie. Make Ghetto Tarzan that 8-year-old baby, and I will buy the shit out of that. I will buy all of Phil Collins, remixed albums like This 8-Year-Old Baby Now. You on child support Tarzan, all the things.
Oh, I got you guys.
And as much as I wish we were covering whatever happened between this, cat lover and his pet, we are actually covering baby brand drops breast milk flavored ice cream as moms admit they have already tried the real thing. No, we haven't. No, I didn't. No.
I'm not drinking
Why?
parts that come off my body.
Yeah, no. Although, okay, so my oldest son, but my youngest son had just been born and we had to go buy some milk. Now, my oldest son, realizing that I was letting down my family, decided to loudly in Walmart say, "You could just squeeze some out of your boobs. I don't know why we have to pay for milk. You make some. I mean, just squeeze some out." As I'm over
Yeah.
here, like trying to get a 2% milk out, he has just realized that I have been costing the family money. Like, I don't know why we buy milk. You could just squeeze some out. And I'm like,
It's not how it works. You little
I'm
shit.
just like, yeah, it's really. A popular baby brand named Frida is releasing a breast milk flavored ice cream. Really? Yes, it is. To celebrate the launch of its new Frida Mom 2-in-1 manual breast pump. You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
First of all, a manual breast pump. Look, I have nursed 6 children. I am only an expert in these very few things. But if you are going to have to, pump, get a good, like, electric pump. Don't get because this is what you're going to be doing to yourself for 15 minutes trying to get. It's literally a bottle with a squeegee cup on top of it, and you're basically doing the Austin Powers penis pump to it to try to get breast milk to come out. So
Yeah,
get
baby.
yourself an electric breast. Why, dear God, why? Now, oh darn, it's not made with actual breast milk.
No, twist. It's from a cat.
That would get more people to buy it. Which isn't USDA approved apparently, but it's pitch perfect in a representation of a sweet, creamy, nutrient packed goodness of breast milk that tastes slightly sweet and nutty with a hint of salt. I can't go on.
Just buy a pail, Ma. We'll milk you every morning.
Jesus. But it won't be USDA, certified. Not doing this for the family unless I can, be USDA prime. Now, while Frida's breast milk ice cream is not made out of the actual, breast milk, it does have the same nutrients found in breast milk, which include omega fatty acids, carbs, energy boosting lactose, as well as vitamins, iron, calcium, vitamin D, B, and C. They could have gone with vitamin double D, and that would have been funny, but no, they couldn't even take
No,
the
they
fun in this.
no, they just gave it
Now,
one D. That's it.
breast milk is trending. Okay. According to the brand, studies show that 70% of women claim to have tried their own breast milk, with 29% of men claim that they're interested in trying that. From the source or from, like, because,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, I mean,
this shocks all of nobody.
no, I mean, if it's from the source, that's a different story. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I could understand. And they have it nestled in between the Haagen-Dazs. Like, a baby, do you want rum raisin or boob? Like, do you want titties and truffles, or do you want, rum raisin?
It'd be so good market. You would be so good at marketing this, Mo. Titties and truffles.
You know,
This is titties and truffle flavored ice cream.
I'm just, what? No, just all the no. Now, for those of you who are interested in trying this, why? Come to the front of the congregation and I need you to explain some things.
Yeah, you got some mommy issues if that's what you think you need.
One person said, I've been making ice cream from my breast milk for a while and it's, yep. Who the fuck puts. Okay, FBI, Cash Patel, if this sick bitch is not on some kind of no-fly list, I am fucking reneging my vote. I swear to God, this bitch better be on a no-fly list. I better not have her anywhere near my produce section. And if she just me know if I'm in her locality, because all I need to know is my friend Gladys invites me over here for an ice cream social, and I'm over here getting her leftover, like, past 18 years ago boob milk from, her stupid son Cletus, which honestly she probably should have let him nurse instead of, maybe switching him into the formula, because there's something wrong with that boy. But I don't need 18-year-old vintage Cletus, breast milk ice cream. So I just need you, Cash Patel, to tell me where this heifer lives so I can stay the hell away from her.
I'm going to call someone
let's go,
truffle tits
Brandon.
today.
Let's go, Brandon. If you would
What
like
did he say?
to, if you would like to sponsor, the startup company of Truffles and Titty, I think we can. It can be a multi-front sort of marketing thing. We could have, boob pillows and titty milk ice cream for reasons I can't figure out. Add sprinkles on these boys. Now, could we make the nozzles look like boobs for the froyo? I'm just asking for a friend.
Oh God, frozen boobs.
Frozen TCBY, yes, please. And then, it just comes out of a little boob. Mom, can I get sprinkles?
In Newcastle County, Delaware. Yeah. Right in front of the Applebee's. I've been to the Applebee's before. So this, list, free car wash. Here we go.
Oh, hold on, let me get that. Just,
Yeah, get them.
Wes, I'm losing it, Mo. Oh. Yes, I hope you guys wore your diapers. Oh my God. Oh my
And
God.
I apologize for whatever you guys get, because Alexa's listening in the background. So you are going to get the weirdest mix of Swedish penis pumps and breast milk, like, extractors.
Well, and now, Mo, that
Yes.
spring break is come and gone for some people, and some people it's still coming up. Like I know Georgia's spring break happens like in April or something like that.
We are finishing up our tail end of spring break.
But an ear bitten off during the spring break beach brawl. March 20th, the spring break beach brawl ended with an 18-year-old combatant under arrest for allegedly biting off ear of his opponent, police allege. A sheriff deputy was patrolling Fort Myers Beach Monday, Florida afternoon when he was flagged down in reference to a fight that occurred where one's ear was bitten off. Investigation confirmed that the victim, Juwan Black, suffered a traumatic articular amputation. Yeah, they bit off his freaking ear during a brawl with
You know what?
Jack Turner.
I pulled this because I was like, was it a circular? I was like, auricular? I've never heard that word. So I went to the actual police thing and I was like, I'm still not sure that's a word.
Well, he pulled a Mike Tyson. I mean, this
Well,
kid has like a horrible, like really bad mustache too. I mean, it's pretty
he does
funny.
have a pedo stash. Like,
Yeah, he's got like the peach fuzz that it looks like he might have pulled it off other part of his body.
and he's got, I don't know, like this Justin Bieber hairdo thing trying to go on.
Yeah, it's odd to me. It really is. Well, a video recorded by a bystander showed Turner pummeling Black as they wrestled in the sand. At one point, police reported Turner pulled Black's head upward, and as he brought his face towards the left side of Black's head, it was then that Turner allegedly bit off Black's ear. A female witness, Haley Seeley, told cops she was walking with Black and others when Turner called him racial slurs and approached Black and hit him from behind. When the ensuing fight was broken up, Seeley said she saw Black's ear had been bitten off. Turner was arrested at the scene of felony battery charge. He was freed from county jail following the day after posting a $50,000 bond. A judge has ordered him to have no contact with Black. In an application seeking the appointment of a public defender, Turner today reported having no income and that his bond was posted by his family. Turner's residence is listed as a 3-bedroom Fort Myers home purchased by his parents in 2018. He's supposed to be there April 21st for a circuit court appearance. Yeah, don't do that. Don't, spring break is supposed to be a fun time. You're supposed to be getting out, enjoying things, and
Well,
you
but if
don't
you
want
live
to
in
do that.
Fort Myers, is it really your spring break or is it just your Tuesday?
Well, if he lives in Fort Myers, then, he's just out there. He's out there like on a regular Tuesday morning. Shiz replaying last night's show. Had to tell you, Lynette illegally recorded her own depo and gave it to the police. Sorry for interrupting an off topic. No, that is, and if you've got information like that, send it to me. If you want to share, just send
Did
me
she
send me
manage
a
to get her
copy.
nostrils close enough when she's like, I have anxiety through the roof?
I don't know. I
Did we
don't
get to
know.
see do we get to see the little girl fall, like when the child's fall? Like, my child just fell.
Well, she might have been trying. No, I'm not saying anything. Nope, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But Florida does always have some of the more interesting stuff. But what do you got here? Weird but
Well, so
true.
I have decided that this is the way I'm going to go out if I have to go out. Um, having been through a funeral, I have decided there are certain things that I want at my funeral. Now, I'm not as, you know, in love with Snickers, but, my own custom casket with a group of people that I just want to tell to fuck off, written on my casket. He snickered in the face of death. A candy
I'm
loving
nuts.
British man who joked about wanting a Snickers themed coffin got his dying wish as he was buried in a box modeled after the iconic sweet treat. Paul
Nice.
Broom, who worked as a care assistant for homes with adults with learning disabilities, would
Oh, that's
often
nice.
allude to his nutty idea to the amazement of both friends and family. Broom was known for his quick wit and mischievous sense of humor. His deceased loved ones, told Southwest News Service. But they kind of dismissed this until they read his will. you
I
know,
love it.
and they saw that he had put his unorthodox request into his will.
Yes, I
Yes.
love it.
So
That's
they
awesome.
decided to grant his wish. They felt it was the perfect way to honor the funny man's memory. The bereaved relatives interred the departed in a coffin that was designed to look like a partially unwrapped Snickers bar. It even had the phrase "I'm nuts" painted on the side in homage to the Brits' zany sense of humor. Paul's family informed us that he was one of life's true characters, and his farewell needed to reflect that, said Ali
Oh,
Lego, the funeral arranger at F.A. Holland Co-op Funeral Care in Chichester, which arranged the off-the-wall ceremony. His quick wit, sense of humor touched so many people, and the coffin
oh,
was a fitting tribute to his unique personality. The Barcophagus also featured a Crystal Palace FC logo because he was originally from South London. And I was like, Crystal Place? I was like, where is that? And then I realized I just couldn't read.
yeah, it's Crystal Palace.
I was like, what? So is it like a strip club? And then I was like, oh, palace. Because you,
Palace.
do you love when you're like, they must be stupid for not realizing what words mean? And then you realize that you're, in fact, the stupid? It's always one of those not so comforting feelings like, oh, I'm the moron.
That's me. That's me. Yeah, because I do that all the time.
Now, during the funeral, the procession passed Paul's favorite cafe, where friends in costumes and tribute t shirts applauded as he made his final journey in the candy inspired coffin. So I just thought that was funny because, I mean, when I go out, I have a list of people that I would like you to firmly salute your middle fingers to, face west, and
I'm
say,
thinking.
fuck off.
I'm thinking suction cups just all over your coffin with a big middle finger. That's what I'm thinking, Mo. That would be
Also,
glorious.
I need a dedicated friend group to go and hide all the things should my mother not pass before me. There's like things I need that my mom, look, I'll let dealer's choice be there, but I won't be there to laugh at her extreme discomfort. So,
No.
if you want her to find, the bag of adult sculptural objects that I have in my nightstand, I mean, you go ahead and you let her find those. I mean, just film it for me and send it to heaven. I mean, what are
Yes.
you
Oh,
kidding? I'll be in the
and
room with you
that
guys.
well, and that's the thing. It's like, well, okay, so you found something out about me. Do I care? I'm going to be long gone. That's the way I look at it. It's just like, oh, okay. So, does it matter? No. Just like I don't care. Oh my gosh, this one right here. March 26, a 21-year-old Floridian who
Oh,
was angry at
yeah,
his father
him.
drove the older man's vehicle in the ocean earlier today. There's a picture of it. Joshua Cuss had borrowed his father's car but failed to return the vehicle to his parents' Jacksonville Beach residence. Around 2 a.m., cops received a report of an auto in the ocean. According to an arrest report, upon arriving at the beach, the officer spotted a gray Subaru floating in the water. Elsewhere in the report, the car is correctly identified as a Volvo. Police soon located Cuss since his father had been pinging the location of his son's fun. Cuss coped to the ocean littering, saying that he sought to use a cinder block to send the car into the ocean. When that failed, he got into the car and drove it into the water. He reported turning on all the lights and making sure no one was nearby before accelerating the vehicle into the ocean. While driving, he grinned and wished he could point his middle finger at his father and aunt, a cop reported. I wonder if his father, his aunt, and his mother were all the same people. After departing the beach, Cuss, seen above, walked to his mother's I guess not, his mother's nearby house. Cuss's parents divorced in 2023. Court records now show after his father decided to press charges, Cuss was arrested in a felony criminal mischief count. John Cuss, 60, reportedly reported a loss of $6,500 on the submerged wheels. Cuss is being held in county in lieu of a $2,500 bond. In January of 2022, Cuss pleaded no contest to a DUI charge and was sentenced to 12 months probation. Cuss, who was 18 at the time, was driving his father's Volvo when collared. In a letter to his son's sentencing judge, Cuss wrote that Joshua has a lot of work ahead of him, and I can only hope that he learns from his mistake and turns it into a good life lesson. Do you think he'll learn? I mean, really?
No. I mean,
Well,
he does
I d-
have more gumption than most, millennials. I mean, when at first the cinder block didn't succeed, he tried again. I mean,
oh,
and no, he
well,
won't learn because I'm guessing mom told him, well, your dad left us and, he owes us more in child support. And really, that car should have been yours. And how dare he make you hold responsibilities for driving drunk? It was his car you were driving in. It really should be your car.
yeah, yeah. So what we've got here is it's that time. It's getting to be that time.
Oh,
We've
boy.
got the Friday photo fun for March 28th, 2025.
Why does this all look like stages of Mo drinking? So you start out and you get a little banged up
You
because you
s-
think you can dance, or you start off happy like the man in the
So
American flag.
so Mo starts out like this, and
This,
then
yes.
and then she moves on to this one right here. It's like,
Well,
maybe
yeah,
I'm
because
not
that's
so
where I get into
happy.
my bad bitch. Like I'm all like, now we got bad blood. I'm just yelling. I'm blaring Taylor Swift, and I'm trying to do
Then
all
you
the
get
dance moves.
then you get angry. Then you get angry, and then
Well,
then then you
yeah,
get into a fight, because
usually
that's
with
what you do.
myself and gravity.
And then, whenever you wake up the next morning, you
That's
go,
how you
"Oh
feel.
God, I had too much. I had too much the night before."
It is the stage of every good night out. Oh, oh
Oh,
gosh, they
so
all possess something.
yes. What do they all possess? Let's see. Let's match them up there, Mo. What do you got? Animal cruelty. Who do you think did the animal cruelty?
I'm gonna say the woman that looked like her cat just pooped in her really good shoes. So the woman whose blush is kind of doubling
We
as
talk
mascara.
we talking about this one here?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
angry eyes.
All right. So you're thinking she's animal cruelty. All right.
Yeah.
So assault with a deadly weapon.
I'm gonna say grandma because she was trying to go to Aldi's but didn't put it in park.
I think you're wrong. I think the guy with the bandage over his head. But we'll play yours. Okay. Driving under the influence.
Woman with the glasses, so you can't see she's drunk, obviously.
Cocaine possession.
I'm gonna say guy with the big bandage, cocaine possession, and then guy in the American
Possession.
flag. Yeah, he just wanted to get some ganja. Look, he's a boomer. He has bad hips. He forgot his medical card.
Okay, so here's my prediction. Now
Okay.
now I could be wrong on this, but I'm gonna say that grandma here did the animal cruelty. I'm gonna
Okay.
say that let's see, driving under the influence. I'm gonna say that she was the one driving under the influence.
Possibly. You could be right.
Now this one here, I'm gonna say she's probably in possession of drug paraphernalias. This one here,
Probably.
assault with a deadly weapon, and this one here, yeah, either the cocaine or drug paraphernalia. I'm forgiving, but let's see how
Yeah.
close we were. Ah, look, I was right with the animal cruelty,
Yeah, but I was right. She was wearing sunglasses so no one would see she was drunk. And I thought that
and
was
I
a
was
pretty
wrong
dope.
with it. I was wrong with the assault with a deadly weapon, but we had the first two guys right in a sense.
Yes, we did. Who'd have thought that
Well, you
Mr.
did.
America would have cocaine?
And we definitely got driving under the influence right.
We did.
Damn it.
Send us
One
out
out of
onto the
five.
roads. Would be
One out
great.
of five isn't bad. I mean, it happens.
Hey, it's better than most Canton police officers.
God. Oh, we're so bad. We're so bad, Mo. That we enjoy doing this on Friday because
Yes.
it's a good way to end the week. And there's so much going on throughout the week that you just need that good old fashioned laugh. Speaking of good old
Yes.
fashioned laugh, tonight got the expert. Will be doing F&L. And it's coming up fast. June is coming up fast, so there's going to be a June meetup at Dollywood, and that's going to be
Yes, I am
going on.
negotiating so I can go there without my kids. Because my husband's like, would this be all of us? And I was like, no,
No,
no.
no, no. I need a break. Just give me a break
Yeah,
for a
I
little
was
bit.
like, what? No. I was like, you're already making me look in Arizona, God's asshole, for, new places I might want to move. So
Well,
don't
and
test me.
one cool thing about it is you can say, you can just FaceTime me if you have problems, and then leave your phone behind.
I'd be like, here's a special number to call, and it's not mine. It's like I changed my.
I changed my number to 911. Oh, what do you get if a Dolly Parton statue falls over?
Bust in
A
the
bust in the
mouth.
mouth. Well, you get ice cream.
Oh gosh, that's a whole new Dollywood flavor.
Well, and
Dolly with ice cream.
Saturday is MG Law's birthday stream,
Oh,
so that'll be
cool.
Saturday. And Sunday, I'll have to reach out to my peeps because maybe Sunday, because I am going to be in town Sunday. Maybe we get the crew together and do a nice story on Sunday. I'll have to see if I can
Ooh.
find a good one or continue on with one. I can't remember if we finished. Oh no, we do have a good story. Yeah, we have good stories. Diva gave it to me last time we did one. It's been so damn long but we've got to do one. Now, later today, I can almost guarantee there will be a stream or a video, because there's supposed to be some document that drops today in the
Ooh.
whole saga of the Otter Creek what the hell stuff. There's going to be, most likely, Randy has to file something today by noon, so that means it'll be out sometime today. I'm pretty sure.
Ooh.
I'll be looking for that. So I will have that coming up. Like I said, it'll either be a video or it'll be an actual stream. I'm not sure yet. We'll just have to see. Depends on what time it comes out. If I have enough time to just cut a video, then I'll do that. And I have to show this to you, Mo, because I thought I created this specifically for one reason only. One reason only. It's whenever I have one of these stories. If you see this come popping up, you'll know that it is going to be a short bit, and it'll be just this right here.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With ShizzyWhiznut.
It's pretty cool, right?
I like it. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
it because it's shorter, but it's not,
yeah,
any kind of just shows that, hey, we're going to do like a little breakdown.
yeah. It's just going to be in, and I'm also going to be using that in streams whenever I pull up my letters, my open letters. I think those are glorious. Um,
Now, I
but yeah,
mean,
so what do you have coming up this
w-
week there, and this
well,
weekend?
let's see here. Today we are probably going to go the last little bit of day one and into day two of the Linda Sturmer retrial in Michigan. And there has been a change in plans because when God gives you a gem, like the opening statement that the defense in that case gave you, the Shatnering to all, like the levels of Shatnerhood with the dramatic pauses when you have nothing to say was
Mm,
so epic in this case that we are actually going to be watching for Legal Shenanigans Theaters Shatnered, an opening
Shattered.
story, an
I
opening
love
statement
it.
story. This man, I mean, he did happen to say that her husband magically appeared outside, and that's why she had to run him over when she was over trying to get him help.
What the hell? God, he
He
just
started,
magically appeared.
he was like, he had magically situated himself in, the outside.
Uh, oh
This
no.
this story's so bad because her defense was she was doing laundry in the basement, and all of a suddenly she hears this scream, and she goes upstairs and she finds her husband engulfed in flames, and realizing that she can't help her husband that way and that they don't have a cell phone, she is
She just
going to
runs him over.
take she's going to take the car to go help him, to get help because they're out in the boonies. Now, the defense, because this is opening, they haven't really explainerated how one, doesn't see the equivalent of the human fucking torch come out of their, house and then doesn't run it over with the Econoline van.
He's a zombie. It's a zombie.
But it's like,
Oh
how?
God. How?
How is any of
Panic.
this?
Panic. That could
Well,
happen. I
yeah,
mean, people do panic and do stupid
I,
things.
I get panic, but this woman, it is just the way he delivers it. Like, she had no other choice. She was trying to get help, and he was in her way.
Why is Dolly Parton's waist so small? Nothing grows in the shade. Sass. Everybody have a wonderful day. I'm going to be sending all of you over to go check out Baker. I don't know what he's talking about, but it looked like it was interesting. Everybody have a wonderful day.
Bye, you
Peace.
guys.
Why do white people make their edibles so strong? What are you running from? Why am I tasting colors? I just wanted to go to Target. Now I gotta call somebody to come get me because my car had turned into a spaceship and I don't know how to fly it. I'm not an astronaut.